Hey everyone, how's it going? Recently I made a decision to invest into a couple of devices to step up my home network game. I wanted to have a more secure and comfortable router for myself, so I decided to purchase the UDM SE Pro and also the U7-Pro access point alongside with the two G5 Flex cameras from Ubiquiti. In this video I will be showing you how I managed to set it up. First thing to do is installing a 4TB hard drive to be able to record continuously with these cameras. This drive will be able to handle almost 2 months worth of footage with both cameras. It's time to plug in the Dream Machine and boot it up for the first time. Almost immediately it prompted me to plug in the internet. Once it recognized that it has internet access, it was ready to set up. I simply continue the setup process on my phone, which in my opinion is the easiest way, but it can be set up with a PC as well if you want to. After a couple of minutes, the UDM is ready for further configuration. This time I am actually using my browser on my PC to log in and play with the settings. It is always a good idea to download and install the latest updates before playing with the settings, so I am doing that now. Meanwhile, I also plug in the access point and the cameras so that they are ready to kick in. I also ordered the Ethernet cable from Ubiquiti and I was surprised how thin the cables are. I mean, it functions as it should, but I just feel like something is strange about it. I can't put my finger on it. What do you think about it? Let me know down below. The newly plugged in devices don't always show up immediately, but in my case I just had to refresh the page and there they were. Clicking the add button for the U7-Pro also started the installation/adoption bit for it. Finally I decided to change the theme to dark mode, which is a lot more pleasing to the eye. Oh, look at that, so much better. Then changed a couple of settings such as the country so it knows its place, and a couple of other things like when it should look for updates. Here I begin to set up the network stuff. First I changed the IP of the gateway to 192.168.10.1 and then I will have to reload the website and log in again. After that, I start creating my virtual networks. The reason I create all these because I like to have a nice and tidy route to each of my devices I will connect to my home network later on. Here I create servers, cameras, IoT and guest networks. I set different host address and VLAN IDs for each network, but I leave the other settings as default for now because I will be setting up some firewall rules later. But the guest network, I am actually taking the guest network options so that it is automatically isolated from the other networks and also isolated within itself as well. Here is a cool setting which is called the multicast DNS. If it's turned on, it basically helps with devices such as an Apple TV to be able to control it even from another VLAN. If, for example, your mobile is on another VLAN and your Apple TV is also on another VLAN. After this, I am setting up the Wi-Fi by creating SSIDs and going through the different settings. Another neat feature here is that one SSID can share multiple VLANs and different passwords can be set up for one SSID. Depending on which password you use to join the Wi-Fi, it will automatically join your device to that specific VLAN. However, we need to keep in mind that at the moment this is only supported on 2.4 and 5 GHz bandwidth, and also the security protocol needs to be set to WPA2. Because of that, I decided to create two SSIDs, and since I have the U7-Pro, I can set one of them up to use the much faster 6 GHz as well. I also turned off the guest landing page since I don't really want any of my guests to go through additional steps to have Wi-Fi. It is probably useful for a coffee shop, but I can't live without it. After all this is done, I start to set up some of the firewall rules. Now, you might find that I am whizzing through these, which I am, and for reasons. If you want to have a more detailed guide on how I do these rules, I will link a useful video from Mactelecom Networks in the description down below. I might change a couple of things compared to Cody's video because of my personal needs, but the idea is pretty much the same. I create rules such as allowing my default network to communicate with all the devices, blocking all private IPs that I don't want on my network. Then I set up IP and port groups that I don't want some of my VLANs such as IoT to see or use, and also blocking some of my VLANs to be able to connect to the gateway interface. Last but not least, I am setting up the G5 Flex cameras after I have successfully installed the Protect application. Again, I won't dive into great details as changing these settings comes down to personal choice in my opinion. Still, just to mention a couple of useful things, G5 Flex cameras are supporting motion detections, but since I have dedicated hard drive installed, it is able to record continuously. I can also change some of the settings like how long the motion events should last or how many seconds before the detection it should start recording. Oh, and of course, enable dark mode. Can't go without dark mode. Also tweaked other useful stuff like turning off the status LED or changing the infrared options. Overall, I'm quite pleased with the quality of these cameras. It will definitely step up the home network security game for me. Also, the UDM SE Pro itself opens up a lot of new opportunities for me to test and learn, and I can't wait to explore more. Well, as long as it stops installing updates.